where the leaders are resisting insecurity is not a country. A leaders who compromise being working with terrorists or in the name of negotiation is not a leader.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! You people have no clue the direction where me I am looking at. How can our leaders resist and keep mute while the poor are being fined every day by the terrorists of the nation? Who are the terrorists? Shatima is a terrorist. Ali Sharif, the former governor of Borno State, is a terrorist. Sheikh Aman Gumi is a terrorist. Sultan of Sokoto is also one of the perpetrators that people are not looking to direction. Because why? He fails to do the right thing. Why I accuse the Sultan of Sokoto among the perpetrators of this country that have been mailing down this country. If the Sultan of Sokoto, they know every insecurity issues in Nigeria. No be South Nigeria, they rule this country. No be Eastern Nigeria, they rule this country. No be Middle Belt, they rule this country. The people that is ruling the country are the Northern, and that's where the people lies on. Nnamdi Kanu agitates for his own country because you see the downfall, you see the people who they call it the leaders of this country, they are the enemies of the nation. They try to agitate for Biafra. Do you know why they are keeping Nnamdi Kanu there? The whole thing is the only federal government that is keeping it there. They know that if Nnamdi Kanu make sure they gain Biafra, there is no terrorist, Islamic terrorist that can be able to enter into the East. That is why they are keeping him there. They know the man know what to do at the right time. They know the man know what to do at the wrong time. They collide with the governors, with the senators, and the big men who are so selfish from the East to keep Nnamdi Kanu there. All what we can do, we are looking, we are saying America, they are the one sponsor terrorism in Nigeria. You people are failure. Any person who is also America, and they sponsor terrorism in this nation. You are a big fool. You don't know where your problem is coming from. Your problem is within you. There is a say that say the one that is cola lies in the cola. Our vice president Shatima is a terrorist. Now me talk to today. I just keep quiet since I begin the look. I begin the look. The big man and the insecurity of this nation is not affecting the big man. It's affecting the poor. Why they make sure they buy the order, the incursions of the military to make sure to lie low while they are using the military to achieve their aim in a systematic way. Some people said, why am I talking against the army? The soldier who said, why am I talking against the army? I hope you see what happened in Dikwa. How Brigadier General was beat by Iswa, and how other soldiers were beat by inside their train while some are trying to run for their life, and the bullet hit them and they die, and you see them. I hope you watch it. You fool that call me a coward, that call me a runaway soldier. I don't come outside today. Una think say I dey silent, I not dey silent, I just dey observe. The problem when they for this country, the people when they make sure that they sponsor terrorism in this nation. I am going to make sure very soon. I will list them out. Their picture will show on my screen. Shetima is a terrorist. A terrorist is now the vice president of Nigeria. Let me tell you how Shetima become vice president. When Goodluck Jonathan was there, they see that Goodluck Jonathan is a Christian and he has the mind to make sure he save Nigeria from insecurity. They gang up with the Balu Tinubu, who is now a failure president today. They gang up with him. They said if he's going to make sure he's going to mobilize so that they will neutralize the election, so that they will give the position to Buhari. After Buhari, him will take over. That if Tinubu can be able to fight to make sure that they win the various places in the south and the east and the middle belt also, after Buhari is going to be his turn. It is a slight mistake and unfortunate that Goodluck Jonathan become president when him and late President Yaradua. Coincidentally, Jonathan became the president. So now Jonathan want to run re-election for his own second tenure. He could not be able to make it because why? He's wiping and sweeping the terrorists away. That time, Jonathan was working with the high foreigner, with international bodies to make sure that they subdue the Boko Haram. The people, the guys that was being kidnapped, the student that was being kidnapped in Chibok, Shetima is aware of that kidnapping, of that Boko Haram attack. Ali Sherif was aware. Those are the people that is killing Nigeria. Zulu, that is the governor of Borno State, is aware of all those things that is happening. We are keeping quiet. The youth of the northern don't follow us talk, they don't follow us fight. But all they can do, they can go ahead to be reading Quran. Quran cannot solve the problem we are having in this nation. Bible cannot solve the problem we are having in this nation. To hell with Quran, to hell with the Bible. Then they go talk about Muslim, Muhammad or Allah. Some of our brothers from the north, they will take as if since they born them, they know Allah. Since they born them, they know Muhammad. They will talk as if we say everywhere in the Quran, they know him. Then they go talk about them, they will go to implement a Sharia law that people blaspheme. What do you know? You that you try to say you are a Muslim. What do you know about Muslim? Were you there when Muslims were formed? You did there when they formed Muslim? You did there when they formed Christian? They are Arab people. They give us problem for Africa. Mostly Nigeria, because any other country in Africa, they know the mumu. They go when they will not take the mumu for this nation. The reason why you see that terrorism will be licking us up, killing us up is because why? Tribalism and religion is our problem. If you cannot be able to sweep away the tribalism and religion in our midst, terrorists will be feeling us. Our leader who is a terrorist will be continue to be buying us every day. I say make I just draw this message to now. Nigerians, una know they look my direction. That is why I'm so ashamed of you people. I know that tribalism and religion can never sweep away in Nigeria. That is why the politicians still have upper hand to make sure that
They sell us give terrorists. I say make I just update you now.